State Broncos. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies, taking on last year's national champions, the Boise State Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Washington's offense takes the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Working that wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Boise State Broncos offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the...
Oh, he's going to go up top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're working that left side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on! They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Spears. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here's the handoff. Ball is loose. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll keep it himself. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're going back to the ground. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles. And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They find themselves trailing by it. Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Finds his man. It's MANN. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw again. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Finds a tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Finds his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. Trying to do it on the ground. Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Washington. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got enough for the first. He smashes his way through again. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Starts to scramble to the left. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Grabbed over the middle. It's MANN. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Broncos. Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Spears. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. The Broncos are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Manziel. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Fires and picked off.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Making side adjustments here. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The hand to the running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. Touchdown Broncos! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off-play action on first down. Looking for a big play. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's John. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Surging forward on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's MANN. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Handoff to the lone back. Touchdown, Boise State! They move on top here in the 4th. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Casey. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. He's open on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Woodside. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Manziel. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
And the Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Bringing the heat. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Boise State.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. From the shotgun, the inside give. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Broncos! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.